Hello. Welcome to sub-basement number 4.
Yeah, hi Jumpsuit Junior. Listen, can you point me in the direction to room 7?
Room 7. You want the dead files?
What?
The dead files. Have you been assigned?
Doubt it's an assignment. More likely a punishment. I'm not what you'd call liked in the sanitarium. Anyway, where are the dead files?
Come on, I'll show you. It's this way. Every report, every case processed by the FBI has a shelf life. You've probably heard if a case isn't solved within 48 hours, the likelihood of it actually being solved decreased tremendously. Well, at the FBI, after a year, the likelihood of a case being solved gets reduced tremendously. I'm sure you've heard of cold cases, right? After 6 months without a lead, a case becomes cold. After a year, it becomes frozen. The year after that, it gets put on the dead list. At the discretion of the deputy director, files will be assigned to the Extended Forensic Investigation Unit. We call it the dead files. It's where they send the cases no one thinks will ever be solved, but someone has to answer the phone if a family member calls. Special Agent Jason DeWolf. He's the keeper of the dead.
Wait, I don't even get a desk?
You can always put in a request for one. But where would you put it?
This is unbelievable. You know, I didn't even choose the FBI as my first choice. I went to NYU to get my journalism degree. This is not my fault that the economy tanked. Did I kill print? No, I didn't. I was good at reporting, too.
Really?
Yeah. I even did blogging for a while. Even broke a fantastic story. And get this, an executive at a certain media company was taking business trips with her rent boy.
Oh.
And what does my editor do? Claim the rent boy was leaking the story to blackmail the executive. Just because his brother was friends with the president. So, did they want the truth or not? Well, they killed my story, packed up my things, and quit. I wasn't about to work for someone who would bury the truth because it's inconvenient. I won't live by someone else's rules.
So, that's why you're here?
Exactly! I want the truth, and nothing but the truth. Look, sport, I'm sorry. I've been out of the academy for 6 months, and I've bounced around from one apartment to the next, and I don't mean to take it out on you, but if I get washed out, I just know that I'm going to be writing articles for BuzzFeed.
It doesn't bother me. There's something about the uniform that lets people feel free to open up.
Well, thanks. So I guess I'll just wait around here until Agent DeWolf arrives.
If you'd like, I think I'll get something from the vending machine. Would you like anything?
No thanks, I'm good.
Oh, I seem to have forgotten my change. Oh well, no worries.
Here, Scooter. Go buy yourself whatever the young kids are having these days.
I'll bring your change back, I promise.
And somehow I can believe it. Don't worry about that. Pay it forward and all that jazz.
Ah, you must be Special Agent Megan Stone. My name is Jason DeWolf, but people call me Wolf around here.
You've got to be kidding me.
Well, welcome to the Extended Forensic Investigation Unit, also known as...
The Dead End Files. Yeah, so is that where you send the interns or something?
Cheer up, Special Agent Megan Stone. You'll be amazed how fast your time in purgatory goes. Speaking of, we actually have a case.
A case?
Yes, Two Forks, North Carolina.
Is our case about Two Forks or in Two Forks?
You ask questions. That's good, I like that. Speaking of which, before I forget, appreciate the kindness. Our normal janitor, Steve, is currently out with a hip replacement. Besides, whatever you do unto the least of these. Now, let's talk about Two Forks, North Carolina. They found his car. That is his parents' 1998 Ford Explorer that Arthur had permission to drive. But once they found his car, Arthur himself was nowhere to be seen. After 6 months, repeated extensive searches of the area were unable to find Arthur. Once he turned 18, the case was filed away under the belief that Arthur simply just ran away from home. It's a policy of the Extended Forensic Investigation Unit to check back in, especially with missing person cases, to see if the person of interest has made contact with the family.
Yep. Must be nice when cases solve themselves.
I thought we could start at the sheriff's office. It's Bureau's policy to check in with local law enforcement officers first. Common courtesy and such.
Yeah, sure. You betcha.
If you're here to volunteer for the search group, they're meeting at First Baptist. You can see Deputy Freeman for your orders.
What?
I'm Special Agent DeWolf. This is Agent Stone. We're with the FBI. Is there somewhere private we could talk?
Let's step into my office. I didn't realize that anyone in my office had called the feds.
They hadn't. We were coming in by relation to the Arthur Wiseman case. Wanted to see if anything new had turned up.
And the disappearance of Jessica Ann has nothing to do with your arrival?
Jessica Ann?
Last week was prom, and Jessica Ann never came home. Her parents were worried sick, and we've been putting together volunteers to search the whole county.
Where was Jessica Ann last seen?
Filling station. We got her on tape buying a Coke and Twinkies, and then driving north on Highway 30.
Going home?
No. And her boyfriend, Mark Smith, lives 10 minutes the other way. We're not sure where she was headed, but we found the car.
Highway 30 at mile marker 291.
Precisely.
Sheriff, we're at your disposal here. If you'd like, and with your permission, we will happily join the search team.
I appreciate it. We use as many warm bodies as possible, and I realize how close this is to the Wiseman case. I was only a deputy then, but I remember that case well.
Sheriff, if any new developments occur, please feel free to call me. This is my cell phone number. Special Agent Stone's is on the back.
Would it be possible to view the place where Jessica Ann's car was found? It might give us a better idea if there's a comparison between the two cases.
Of course, good point. I'll show you where to find it on our map.
Do you not think it's slightly coincidental that we just so happen to get here when another teenager goes missing?
It's amazing how coincidences can just spring on people sometimes.
Right.
Alright, Special Agent Stone. It's true. I keep alerts for anything associated with the dead files. What the sheriff didn't point out, and possibly doesn't know, is that the United States alone, roughly 95,000 people each year go missing.
Well, it would help if you actually shared the truth with me, since we are partners and all.
Lesson number 1. The truth is never simple. It's up to us as investigators to mine for the truth, sift through the dust, and mud until you can find a single grain of pure truth. And lesson number 2, if you want to know what's going on, then you've got to be paying attention.
I am paying attention. So this is where 2 teenagers were last seen in a 5-year span.
Yes, Two Forks itself has had a rash of disappearances. Every year or so, a person will wander off, sometimes turning up in the next county, sometimes in the next state, sometimes never turning up.
And the FBI doesn't investigate every missing person case, I assume.
If it looks like state lines have been crossed, they call us in. But you may be surprised at how many cases actually end up in the dead files.
Yeah, I doubt it.
About the right time of day, judging by these timestamps, 2 disappearances, both with cars abandoned, 2 teenagers roughly the same age, man and woman.
Any relationship between the 2?
That's a good question, but I don't have the answer on that one.
Well, I might know why there were 2 cars parked here.
Oh, really?
There's a bus station just that way, half a mile up the road. Oh, good, there's a witness to interview. Pardon me, ma'am. Ma'am, pardon me. I'm Special Agent Stone, ma'am, with the FBI. Would you happen to remember a car parked here last week?
Beware. Beware. Vanishing moments. Red stringed ones. The red stringed one. What do you do when your beds are closed?
Well, that was helpful.
It's definitely a start.
Yeah, sure. We just need to track down the red stringed ones and ask about vanishing moments and children.
I suppose so.
You know, I'm hungry.
So... Better.
Much.
Your thoughts?
Well, 2 people have seemingly vanished within walking distance of a bus station in an economically depressed town that's not what I would call active.
I see. What else?
For a search party being formed across town, there are an awful lot of people enjoying coffee right now.
It's good coffee.
It is really good coffee.
How would you proceed?
Besides waiting for an official call from the sheriff's office about a missing person,
Yes.
well, I fulfill our obligation to speak to the family of the missing Wiseman boy, and since you clearly have a religious aversion to just calling people, we'll just go see him.
You've seen where we work. Can you blame me for wanting to get into the fields?
Fine. Clearly I'm treading my wheels here, stuck in this mess. I vote that we at least speak to the people that we actually came here to see.
Agreed.
How you doing, hun? Y'all decided what you wanted to eat?
I've heard some good things about your Blue Plate special.
Can I get a BLT on rye? Ooh, with some extra bacon on the side.
Yeah, will do.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we should probably talk to the Wiseman kids' parents.
That would be an excellent idea.
Does that handy dandy map that you had the sheriff draw actually show us where the kids' parents lived?
Unfortunately, the cemetery isn't listed.
Oh, well, so much for that idea.
Of course, we could talk to his sister.
Wait, he has a sister?
Yes, as a matter of fact, she just called me hun.
Alright, look, I get 15 minutes.
We won't be long.
What do you want to know?
Have you had any contact with your brother?
Do you know how many times I hear that question? Did you know 2 weeks ago I spent 15 minutes on the phone being sold shingling because the salesman sounded like Artie?
Did Arthur ever express an interest in traveling to any place in particular?
He wouldn't run away. He couldn't. Archie would have never left that car behind. He loved that car.
Did Arthur know Jessica Ann?
You mean that girl who disappeared?
Do you happen to know their age differences?
I believe Jessie is a year or two younger. I know she went to prom the same year as Artie. Mom took a photo of them laughing. It was good times. I should go back in. Any more questions?
Who is Artie's best friend in Two Forks?
Randall? Randall Jenkins? Oh, those two were inseparable. He lives over on Oakmont Drive, but he's at work right now.
Where did he work?
You know, I wonder how long Randall's been working at the hardware store.
Not sure. What are you thinking?
Well, really, I'm just making an observation that if you're looking to dispose of a corpse, there are worse things than having access to power tools and gardening chemicals.
Interesting. Though, admittedly, it wouldn't require working at the store to have access.
Just be honest with me.
I'll try.
So, is there a portrait of you in the attic slowly getting older and uglier? Randall?
Precisely.
Are you stalking these people or something?
Of course. On Facebook. It's amazing what people put on the internet these days.
No, okay, no. What? No, you listen to me, you half-baked moron. Oh.
Why, hello. I believe we have not been introduced. I'm Special Agent Jason DeWolf. Everybody calls me Wolf. My assistant, the young lady you were running from, is Special Agent Megan Stone. But you, my friend, can call her pointing a gun at Meepers.
Hey, man. I didn't do nothing, all right? This is police brutality.
Actually, we're not the police. We're federal investigators, and we only want to talk.
Hey, speak for yourself, Wolf. Mr. Jenkins, you're under arrest for obstructing justice and fleeing to elude. Put your hands behind your back.
Special Agent Stone, before you do that, Randall, would you be willing to go talk with us? And I mean just talk with us. We can even go to a local diner.
That place? Everybody in town would know I'm a pigeon.
We can always haul him back to the local jail.
Then again, maybe they don't like pigeons either. I have an idea.
Welcome back. Can I get you anything?
Yes, water for me, please.
Coffee.
And for you, Randall?
Coffee for our friend here.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Chief. Let's put our cards on the table. You didn't run for your health.
Well, I thought you was coming to snatch me up.
What could you possibly be afraid of in a sleepy town like this?
Place like this, you don't even know.
You have no idea.
Enlighten us, please.
Why? I'm doomed. What's in it for me?
Hey, look at me. We can protect you.
You don't understand.
I believe you are looking for this. Aren't you going to answer it?
I want to, but
Answer it, Randall.
hello. No, no, it was nothing. No, it's okay. No, no, I promise. Please. Okay, no. Wait. You gotta help.
We will.
It starts with you actually telling us the truth.
No, you don't understand. He's going to kill him. There. That's where he's got him.
Who?
Devin. He's... Oh, please.
We should call the sheriff.
No, don't you understand? He's in on it. They snatch people up, especially them ones no one will really miss. The troublemakers, the kids that talk back. They call Devin, and he straightens them out.
You're talking about a boot camp? Is that it? Is this some kind of work farm for teens?
Work is right, yeah, Devin. He's working them kids. He gets them, programs them, and won't let them go.
Now, Randall, I want you to choose your next words carefully. Is Arthur Wiseman on that farm?
Yeah, I mean, he's been stuck there for years. Devin won't let him go until he pays off his debt, and, I mean, you've seen his mom. She can't afford it.
And Randall, you stay in the car. Special Agent Stone, we have reason to believe that an individual is being held against his will.
And probably more than one if that moron can be believed.
I honestly don't see any reason why we can't at least talk to this Devin that he speaks of. I'm afraid I don't have a vest for you.
Oh, darn.
Can you please use your phone to try to find some Wi-Fi connection?
It's just a series of numbers and letters.
I thought so. That should be the surveillance system over there. Hey, Randall, would you be so kind as to just duck down in the seat? Oh, man. Oh. Special Agent Stone, what's the #1 rule for going undercover?
I don't know. What is it?
Dress undercover.
Oh! Oops.
Can I help you? Hello there. I'm Jason, and this here's my sister Megan. We're coming up from Macon up to Charlotte, and heard you got a flock of red-breasted woodpeckers. We was in town, and we was talking to Bubba Joe at the diner. He's had a mess of them knocking out the power lines. Said your place was full of them, too. I'm working on my last badge for Eagle Scouts, and sure would appreciate a chance to take a look at your flock. Red-breasted? Woodpeckers. Listen, I love birds. I really do. I'm hoping to go to Abraham Baldwin. You know, the agricultural college. Ma always said I had a knack for birds. Megan's more of a horses kind of girl. Just between us, she ain't the biggest fan of peckers. I sure would appreciate the favor, neighbor.
Can you do something about them?
The birds? Sure. I mean, I love them, but I know some folks just don't have the same affection as I do.
Well, they've been hammering away at my barn. There's one!
That girl's gone.
I don't like visitors.
Seriously, where'd that girl go?
I don't like visitors. Boss ain't gonna like this.
Man, will you shut up? Where did that girl go?
I don't know, man. I don't like visitors.
Man, would you shut up? We need to find out where that girl went.
Right here, ZZ Top. Don't even think of moving. I'm with the FBI. Oh, please try me. I've got a full magazine, a migraine, and an itchy trigger finger.
I don't like visitors. I don't like visitors.
I keep hearing them, but I never see the little buggers.
Part of the woodpecker's camouflage is its ability to blend in with all this tree bark.
What are you getting us for?
Keep going. Keep it moving. Sit down. Sit down!
What do you want?
What are those idiots doing out here? And who's that?
Well, that'd be my partner, Special Agent Megan Stone. My name is Agent Jason Day Wolf with the FBI.
You are under arrest for threatening to shoot a federal agent. Right now, you have the right to remain silent.
Y'all got any beer?
You shut up. Alright, thank you. See you there. So hey, guess what, guys? State troopers are coming and you're going to jail.
Wait, does that mean Boss can get his gun back?
No. Why do you stop trying to drink the daggone beer? There's no beer in jail.
Do any of you recognize these red strings? They're a little bit odd, if you ask me.
I like red strings.
Well, not really. We've got 4 people in the back. We've got 3 men and 1 woman with string tied around their ankles. So I'm guessing this looks like a Bitcoin farm.
Oh.
Well, I wasn't going to confront these 2 goons until I secured the house first.
Well, how thoughtful.
Wait a second. That's what that crazy lady meant about the red string. She wasn't crazy all along.
Actually, we know 2 things.
Oh.
What the red string means, and that we should trust your instincts.
Oh.
You did say that we should investigate the red string ones. Isn't that right, Special Agent Stone?
No, that's correct, Wolf. And if we're going to be partners and all, you should probably just call me Meg, because that's what all my friends call me.
Well, happy to, Meg.
Guys? Can I come out now? Guys? Yoo-hoo. Oh, okay then.